This week on What the Heck, we check in with Tyler, talk how we'd handle the end of the world, and then break down a bracket of all of our favorite fall things. Crack a cold one, kick your feet up, and enjoy the show. Good evening and welcome to episode 23 of What the Heck. I'm Colin Frederick with Jake Reese and Tyler Heck. Gentlemen, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Did you know that 26 is half a year and we're almost to 26?
Oh my gosh.
You know, that's not bad.
It's pretty dynamite.
Remember that time that several hundred people listened to us at the same time?
Yeah.
No, I don't ever remember that.
Episode 1.
Now
They didn't really get, I watched like the numbers throughout the episode and they didn't make it very far, but they were there for a little
they
while.
were there. Now
Yeah.
it's just our moms listening.
Our moms,
Our brothers.
our brothers,
A couple of other.
some
My
of-
cousin
some
still
of the
listens.
brothers. Ben the Robber.
I do have to say he's mad because there's only one B. It's Rovers.
Well,
But he-
I am aware of that.
I know.
Made him
I
a cool
told him you were
nickname
just
because we're
joking.
bros.
And he appreciated the shout out for his fantasy football team name because he thought everyone should have a what the heck theme team name. So that's what he went with.
I did
That's-
very briefly.
My brother, that's why he picked his.
Mm-hmm.
He went with the what the heck, the Superior Reese. So, yeah, it makes sense.
Makes sense.
I was the Craigslist Creepers, then I changed it to Cruisin' Chubbies because it's a strip club and Nick Chubb, but now he's hurt, so I might go back to the Craigslist Creepers. Though I kind of want to use my favorite name that I came up with that I'm sure 800 people already have, but I did not see that. I just came up with it on my own. And that's Jerry Had a Little Lamb because my man CD, who's great, by the way.
Yeah.
He's lighting it up.
That whole offense is lighting up. It's too bad their
It's too bad their
defense
defense
couldn't
is
stop
horrible.
a nosebleed.
It's inexcusable to score more than 40 points and lose a football game. That
Yeah.
shouldn't happen ever.
No.
It's inexcusable to throw for 400 yards in the first 3 games, 4 games, and still lose all as much as they're
That's-
losing.
It's ridiculous. Like I definitely put them at like 3-1 as a
Should
bad
be.
start
There's some-
with the season, with the start of the season.
But
they
how
had.
bad is that division?
Oh, God.
man!
1-2-1 is the leader of
Yeah.
that
I
division.
think
It's pretty
we-
impressive.
We could put together a high school football team that goes 2-2 and is leading the division after 4 weeks.
It is a pretty good group of football players over there.
Man, it's tough.
Rough. You know what else is tough? Fantasy football. I lost by like 4 points again this week.
Well, at least you got to win.
I won, so I'm happy. I'm sitting in 4th, sitting pretty.
I'm sucking, but it's fine.
If
the
I could just-
the last 2 weeks combined, I've lost by a combined 6 points in the last 2 weeks.
Did you know that there's still somebody who hasn't won in our whole league?
Okay,
Jake, who's that?
I don't remember. I just glanced at
it's
the
me. I know it's me. But stop. Okay, I had a legitimate shot to win this week, but Dak Prescott decided to go off for 1,000,000 points in a loss again.
Well, you should know that's
And-
going to happen.
And George Kittle put up a 45-point game.
Yeah,
like
that's a
he
good-
scored 90 between 2 players. There's no way you're going to beat that.
Yeah,
That's like in our other league. There was a guy who scored 221 points last week.
that's too many.
He had like 4 guys in the 40s. Like, it was unbelievable. This week, he turns around and scores 95. Like, that's karma right there.
That is kind of nice. You like to see the mighty fall once in a while.
Yeah. Well, he's tied for last with me, so then, I mean,
I feel all right. Like, maybe I can turn it around because I'm putting up some decent scores. I'm doing okay. I feel solid about the team. It just, well,
probably
Nick,
just
Nick,
some bad luck, really.
Nick Chubb getting hurt did not help me.
No.
Because then I got 4 points
Right.
and, like, one of my studs is now
Yep.
out for at least 6 weeks, they're talking. Trouble in paradise. But that's all right. At least we have football to watch, you know?
We do.
Like
And-
tonight.
Like a big game.
Whew!
The Bears.
The rematch, the Super Bowl rematch between Nick Foles and Tom Brady.
Who'd have thought it would be with the Buccaneers and the Bears?
Who'd have thought they'd both be 3-1?
Man, it's going to be a hot game.
One of those teams was predicted to probably be 3-1.
One
Not
of
the
them,
Bears.
One of them's 3-1, but it's just feels like the worst 3-1 in history.
The Bears. Yes.
God.
And Nick Foles did not look good last week.
No, I told you, Mitch is the
That whole
savior.
offense.
I think it's Nagy.
It's
I don't
for
think
sure
it's
Nagy.
Foles
They
or
literally got
Mitch.
It's
rid
the
of-
system.
They got rid
Yeah.
of
Both of those
That's Nagy.
quarterbacks are not terrible.
no.
They should be playing much better.
They got rid of
Yeah.
the offensive coordinator. quarterback coach, quarterback, and the offense looks the same.
Yeah, pretty much. Nagy's gone after this year.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
That's my prediction.
Even if they miraculously keep going
I
at this
think-
3-1 pace.
I think they have to win a Super Bowl for him to stay.
Yeah, it's going to have to be faster than a medium pace for him to keep
I
his
agree.
job.
I don't think they keep this pace up, and I think he's
No.
gone. But
Like I said, they're 7-9 when it all wraps up at the end of the year.
Yeah. Remember when I thought the Cowboys were 10-6? Now they just suck.
they could still go.
They
10
could
and
go
6.
6
They
and
just
10.
gotta
They
go
might. They
10
have,
and 2.
they
Even
have
out.
literally, statistically, among the top 3 worst defenses of all time in the history of the NFL.
Who's that with? Probably the Browns and the
And the Browns
Jaguars.
The Browns again.
The Browns 3 years
who
in a
just
row.
put a spanking on them.
Yeah, they
So
did.
They
dumb.
now.
The Browns ran for 300 yards with a guy named D. Ernest.
Well, Odell had that long run at the end to seal the game, which I watched that play and I had OBJ, so I was like super happy. But I'm like, how do you let that happen? One, he should have been tackled for a loss of 10. Then he should have been pushed out at least twice.
Then he should have been tackled again.
Then
was the worst.
Jalen Smith is just like, oh, he'll get tackled and slows down and runs right by him. Like that's
Jalen Smith looks like a linebacker's supposed to look in a uniform,
and that's about it.
kind of where it ends.
Yeah, I think so.
I was pretty excited about the story at the beginning, and now I'm pretty soured on the whole deal.
He hasn't lived up to the hype.
He
No.
looked good at the beginning of his rookie year, and then did he get hurt?
Well, his knee just. I remember the time his foot almost fell off, and then he just isn't quite right. And he like celebrates when they're down by 30 and does like dumb stuff that
Yeah.
makes me like, seriously, come on.
Like you check the scoreboard, man.
The
Like,
time and place for
yeah,
this, and
Look
this
at
is
who
not
it's
it.
against.
Oh my god! But let's talk about stuff that makes me less crazy. I don't know what Tyler's talking about again. Sometimes we preview that, and sometimes we don't. He's kind of a man of mystery.
It's fun tonight. It's gonna be good.
Then we're going to talk about the apocalypse because, frankly, it kind of feels like the world's ending. And also, we're going to talk about our favorite fall things, which Jake argued was too early to do so.
Not the
Spoiled
fall
it for
stuff?
Halloween. I thought that's what you're talking
No, the
about.
No, the
apocalypse
apocalypse.
stuff. The zombie stuff
Oh
should have been
my
closer to
goodness.
Halloween.
No, we'll talk about serial killers.
It's been spooky season for a month
yeah,
already.
it's still hashtag spooky season.
Hey, I was in the store the other day and Christmas stuff is out. So
Saw that.
that's much too
lame.
early.
pretty
Hashtag
lame.
Santacism.
I don't want to see Christmas stuff until I get the 90% off candy from Halloween.
That is a hot deal. If any of you guys want to get some candy, we're going to pregame for a birthday party and distribute
and
candy.
we're just looking for more sponsors.
Oh, no, yeah, we want candy too, but I'm saying that we'll give you candy if
Oh,
you come see us
yeah.
on Halloween.
Oh, sorry. I was
You can sponsor us with candy, and we'll give you some right back if you,
You
come
know what we
trick-or-treating.
not
do?
the same kind. We'll give you something different.
Yeah, yeah. If it's good, we're keeping it.
Maybe
Yeah.
this time we can record a special edition trick-or-treating
Ooh,
podcast, like a special episode in the driveway.
Yeah.
We'll live cast our handing out candy to
We can interview random trick-or-treaters.
and critique costumes. That actually could be cool.
That actually sounds kind of fun.
Yeah. All right. Well, maybe we'll see you guys on Halloween then.
We'll have to have legal check that and see what we can do.
We don't have to describe anybody.
Okay. We
Or
can't
say
use names.
No, that's fine. Unless it's Aaron Rowland. Then we can tell him he looks like a stupid dummy.
If he's out trick-or-treating, I might punch him in the face.
That
He's
sounds
our
good.
biggest fan.
Come
on.
He pushed me today.
Did you push him
did.
back?
I did much farther.
much farther and much. And he also ran into a kid who was just trying to take a drink of water.
Yeah.
That was really mean of him.
He's kind of a little bit of a bully, it seems.
Yeah.
He also needs a haircut.
Oh, I've told him that
Ugh.
27 times.
Sweet Peter. I told him at Hires the other day that I wasn't going to shop there if he didn't
Yep.
get a haircut.
But that's weird. I said the same thing. I was there on Sunday and I told him to get your hair cut or I'm not coming back.
The lack of professionalism.
He looks like a homeless kid in Hires, just kind of
I
hanging
under-
around.
Right. We're in a pandemic, but you don't need to look like you still live in a home. You don't have to look.
Right. You
the
live
part.
in a nice home with some real nice folk, and barbershops have been open for months now.
Yep.
Yes.
Figured out.
Plus, I think they cut their own hair over there.
I thought they
I
don't
think he-
because you told me they didn't have
No.
any clippers.
No, they do.
They
but
just
they're
don't have clippers?
They're just at the grandparents, I think.
Come on.
That's just what I was told.
This is crazy.
He doesn't know, but one time I'm just gonna walk into that house when he's not paying attention and cut some hair off myself.
That's what I'm going to do to you, Baldy. But until then, Tyler, what the heck? That was nice, wasn't it?
We're gonna play a little game. It's not what if, but
Duck, duck, goose.
it's similar. No, we're not.
Did you actually know that in Minnesota they play duck, duck, gray duck?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's stupid. I've heard
It's
that.
really dumb.
I dig it.
They're dumb up
That's-
there.
Why?
I once saw a good T-shirt that had like some rubber duckies on it, and then there was a gray one.
See, like I'd wear that because I think it's funny, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't ever play that.
Oh
game
no,
that way.
yeah.
No, I'm out.
Sky Monroe, the Boca Gophers.
All right, tonight. So a while back, I don't remember what episode it was. We talked board games,
Yeah, oh yeah.
and we all had very similar interests in board games. There were some that we really liked, and some that were like only in certain situations. So again, I don't know why this popped into my head the other day, but I was thinking like, what board game would I like? $1 million on the line. What board game would I want it to be with? Whoever wins gets $1 million. You get to pick the board game, and it has to be a board game, no card games or anything like that. But you're given the chance.
I did just get an invite the other day to a euchre tournament in Sharon at Pat's Brewing Q to support the park. So if anyone wants to be my partner and go save the park, I love a good game of euchre.
Euchre's a pretty fun game.
It is a good time, definitely.
But we're not talking card games. We're
Yeah,
talking
we're
board
not.
games.
Board games.
Board
huh?
games.
Any board game, and the winner gets $1 million. What do you think you would have the best chance at winning at, or just would have the best time playing for $1 million with?
Huh.
I still.
I'm going with the age-old Monopoly. I love playing Monopoly. Granted, it would be long. You could make long games because it gotta go till someone's broke, right?
Getting your money's worth.
But I think that if I'm playing for $1 million, like I'd like to go through. I want to make it like a game, right? I don't want to play a game that's gonna be over in a half
Where
hour.
like
and
you
I'm
actually
son
have
of
to sell your house.
There
You're not
you go.
paying $1 million. You just get $1 million.
Yeah, I don't lose $1 million.
I thought it was like he wanted to make real life a game.
No,
No.
I just
Property
don't want to.
management.
My point is, I don't want to play a game that in like 20 minutes, game's over, and my $1 million is either in my pocket or gone that quick.
Mm-hmm.
I want to play a game where I'm like, all right, I'm gonna earn this $1 million, and if you beat me, you're gonna earn it because we're gonna play the whole game of Monopoly all the way through.
That was my thought initially as well, and I think I might stick with it because similarly, there's a little bit more strategy to that game.
There is that too. You got to know when to buy and when to pass,
You
when to
got
build a
to
hotel
know
and when to
hold 'em.
and when to just put a house on it.
I was kind of expecting you guys to jump in.
No, we're in
Know when
conversation.
to fold
My
'em.
man. This is why I like Tyler better than Jake.
That's about a card game, though. It doesn't work.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Sorry.
Doesn't apply here. That's why I'm staying on track.
But yeah, I think I'd pick Monopoly.
Colin, what are you picking?
Oh, hard choice. One thought for the same kind of reasons was Risk.
I was just gonna say that.
was another one as
literally.
well.
Very heavily strategic and
Yeah.
will take 12 hours. So you're going to earn it.
I remember going to bed as a kid and getting up the next day and playing more Risk because we left it out on the table.
Must have been kind of a quitter then.
Well, we have bedtimes. You don't fight with mom and dad when it's bedtime.
You do. Mom, I'm taking over the world.
Ma, the meatloaf. Sorry.
God, I don't know. My other thought was Scrabble. If Trivia Crack was a board game,
It is.
Be a
It's called
rich-
Trivial Pursuit.
I'd be a rich man.
Oh, it is.
All right. If
Because
I,
I also thought about that, but I don't feel like I would do very
I wouldn't
well
do very well.
in a. I love Trivial
A
Pursuit.
couple of those
but I'm not very
categories
good
really
at it.
just space me.
Mhm.
is
blow
there
my
like
mind.
a Scene It for music? Because I'd be good at that. Scene It I'm only
Probably.
okay at.
I do enjoy some scene.
If there was a musical trivia game, though, like if I was on the Singing Bee or Don't Forget the
the
Lyrics.
Masked Singer?
No, not that. But you remember the Singing Bee?
Yeah.
You don't have to sing it well. You just have to sing it right. That is literally, that's me.
Well, right. Kip and Deb's well, but
We should bring that show back just for you, because I feel like you would do really well on that.
My mama always said that I'd do well in there. If any of you guys know a TV production company, we'd like to bring that game back, I think.
They just brought back The Weakest Link.
yeah,
That's back.
It's
Haven't
true.
seen it, but it looks like it'd be pretty good.
we could do it.
I thought there was another one that I just
We
saw.
can just do it on here.
Yeah, we'll just do it ourselves.
All right. You can host it, and I'll play against Jake.
I meant maybe we could make that part of our Halloween episode.
That would be
Our
fun.
trick-or-treating episode.
I dig it.
I'll host it. You guys play against each other.
All right.
Oh, I'm going to lose.
Speaking of Tyler knowing about songs, I texted these guys yesterday because I was like, I didn't know that AC/DC was still making new music. I thought they were all like 100 and dead. And they just came out with a whole new album for the
It's
first
gonna be a
time in
new
6
album,
years, I heard.
and- Yeah, because the last album was when they went on tour in 15.
Man, it actually is not bad. It sounds pretty much like all of the rest of their songs to me.
It does.
But if I and I've tried it a few times, and like one time I was like, yeah, I was rocking out, and then the other time I was like, oh god, more of this. So then I decided that I really just need to be in the right mood.
I think that's right with their music in general. There's a time and a place, and sometimes you just turn on and go, nah, just
not
not
it.
feeling it.
I guess I'm the only 100% AC/DC.
All the time, all the places.
I could play AC/DC.
at church.
I
Yeah.
could play AC/DC and Def Leppard. Like, if that's all I could ever listen to again, I'd be totally fine.
Wow,
If they,
that's big time.
there's a rumor that they're making this album to go on tour again, which I don't know how. But if they go on tour, I will probably not make the wedding. I'm sorry, because I'm going to spend too much money going to see them.
That's understandable.
I'll still be
I
at the
hope
wedding.
you're not mad.
No, Katie will understand.
Maybe I can like meet them backstage and try to get them to come to the wedding.
That'd be something.
You know who's not able to come to the wedding?
Tell me.
Eddie Van Halen.
True that.
Yeah,
Pour-
listen to some
pour
Van
one out.
Halen.
Yep. Rip Eddie. Rip.
Listened to him at school the other day. Gave
That's
some 7th
interesting.
graders a lesson on Van Halen a little bit.
Yeah.
You should give them a lesson on meatloaf.
The food or the music?
Both.
Both.
Los
Maybe
Dos.
I will. I get them for 6.5 hours a day, so
Yeah. One time,
gotta make it interesting.
Carter likes meatloaf, so you're good there.
the
The
band.
band or
No,
the
the
food?
food.
Come on.
If you tell him that the band and the food went hand in hand, he would like the band equally as much
Here's
as
what
the
I'm
food.
gonna do. I'm gonna give them each a plate of meatloaf, and say before they can eat it,
You have to
they
listen
have to listen to
Paradise by the
this
Dashboard
song and
Light.
tell me the name of the band
Oh.
and see if they get the connection.
And they'll be like, "What? Why is this song still going?"
Be like,
Because
you gotta look at the
It's
plate.
a story. Why are they talking about baseball? Oh,
They'll,
oh,
I see nobody in your class coming up with that.
I think
I will. I'll come like.
You'll come sit in the back of the room just to
Yeah.
have a plate of meatloaf and listen to that song.
I'll
Honestly,
make
I
a
don't think
separate
life
meatloaf.
gets better than that.
I think there's one student that I might be able to, just based on how the last, like when I was playing the whole Van Halen playlist, he was all about it, and I think he might get it, but I don't know. Maybe with the plate full of meatloaf might be a dead giveaway for him, but very few other kids in that whole, maybe even adults in that whole school
Yeah,
would
that's
get
true.
the reference.
I don't think it gets a lot better than them. Bat out of hell. So good.
It's pretty solid.
All right. Well, Tyler, are you satisfied? Because that got entirely derailed.
Yeah, we got way off topic, but I'm okay with the answers. I'm not surprised because I feel like how competitive we are. We don't want it to be a short game, and we want to actually have a bit of a say in how it goes. Even if we lose, we can say, well, this is where I messed up.
Yep.
Like, this is where I lost my $1 million.
If you play like, sorry, like
Guess who?
there's no
Guess who?
there's no
That'd
strategy.
be the fastest way to win $1 million.
Guess who's probably infinitely more difficult these days when you're like, oh, hard for me to say.
Maybe? I don't know. Let me ask
I'll
them.
have to talk to him. I probably could. Does Twister count as a board game?
You don't have exactly the twister body.
I do though, because I'm like just flexible enough to be serviceable, but also like
Don't you need long arms and long legs to be really good at twister?
I have long arms and I'm able to push people over.
It's not contact twister.
No, it is.
You can't play that way.
Hey.
It's against the rules. Read them.
If I just happen to be reaching across, I'm hard to reach around. Ooh, the
That's
old
true.
reach around.
You win. I'm not reaching around.
Hey,
Easiest $1 million you ever made.
that's what I'm saying.
I forfeit.
Cool. So that'd be nice.
I mean, for $1 million, I wouldn't forfeit, but
yeah, you'd try.
yeah, but out of the three of us, I'm the least likely to win.
You used to play
Twister.
Twister at the Hunk Bunker once in a while. also used to get like 4 Taco 12 packs and sit under the stars, play golf under the moonlight. What a magical place. Someday we should have a Hunk Bunker episode.
Wow. There's a lot going on in that 3 sentences right there.
Too much to handle, I think.
Oh, whatever. But you know what else is just the right appropriate amount to handle is the fact that the world seems to be coming to an end, and we're going to have to probably survive some kind of post-apocalyptic world. Whether or not there's zombies, I think that the world's going to explode soon.
What kind of zombies would be the best type of zombies to have?
Ones that are on your side.
I think the ones from, like, the Monster Mash.
The ones that'll just dance up and down the street?
Oh, man. I saw a tweet.
The ones from Michael Jackson's
from
Thriller. Those
spooky,
are sick.
Spooky season. I saw a tweet the other day that was talking about how the Monster Mash is just actually a song about the Monster Mash, so we'll never actually be able to know or hear the Monster Mash for itself.
That's too deep.
Oh man, it really messed me up. Is that something?
That is, yeah.
Now you got my
never
head
thought about
spinning.
We don't have any idea what the Monster Mash sounds like. We just know that they did it.
That makes a lot of sense.
I'm going to Google it later and see if I can find out.
Back to Thriller for a second. Because
This episode has been a train wreck.
This is no, it's not on topic at all. So Thriller is on my school music playlist, and it came on today. And we got to talking about, like, oh, Halloween's on Saturday, so, like, what are we going to do for Halloween during school? I'm like, well, I'll just play a Halloween music playlist. And the kids are like, there's more than, like, what do you play? And I'm like, oh, it's not really a playlist. It's just Thriller on repeat for 8 hours. And they're like, no, I'm not coming to school that day. Well, I'll just do it a day when you're all here.
You can play Monster Bash and then Thriller.
Yeah.
And then Monster Bash and Thriller.
And then I said, it's not going to be just a song. Like, we're going to watch the 15-minute music video.
Yeah.
That's on in the background. And they're like, well, okay, because at least the music's not going the whole time. So I think I might actually do that, at least to start the day. Like, it's just going to be on repeat on the screen for as long as I can go until someone complains.
I could write a song about spooky pumpkins.
Like right now.
No, like for the Halloween at your class.
Oh, I thought you
let's
had
do it.
one, like, already.
If you can write it and get it on Spotify so I can add it to my 2-song playlist of Thriller and Monster Mash, that'd
Sure,
be
I can do that.
amazing.
I'll have to get my Gitter.
And you got to get it done in 2 weeks.
No problem. I can play a
We can
few
do that.
chords.
It's going to be a 3-chord song.
That's what most of them are,
I was
man.
going to say, they won't even know the difference.
They don't know. What'll sound? They'll be like, "Wow, that's pretty impressive stuff."
Who's
Who
this?
is it?
Who's singing this?
It's a
I'm going to have
secret.
to get his music.
You can only find him exclusive at Kip and Deb's.
I'll tell you, if you find us when you're trick-or-treating, you'll get to meet the person. That's what I'll tell you.
Pretty
Whoa.
famous. Maybe I'll have my guitar out there for the show.
They're
Little
like, oh my
live
God, is that
music.
him? No, it's someone else.
Little live music on trick-or-treating.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be difficult for us to sit out there being we're basically local celebrities.
That's true. We're probably going to be inundated with people.
Wasn't that one of you that was telling me that somebody was like talking about the podcast and they were like, "Oh, I've heard about that, but I had no idea that you were on that."
Yeah, that was me.
That was it.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's see, we're serious,
Yep.
That's when you know you made it.
Local celebrities.
but not like that big of celebrities because they didn't know you were on it.
Well, yeah.
But they just knew that it existed.
They knew about the
But
podcast.
now they do, and now they're like, wow,
Yeah.
that's pretty big time.
Yeah, it's pretty big. I think that once we get apparel, and
And we get it circulating throughout
yeah, people
The
start
world.
to see that logo, and they'll be like, "Hey, I've seen a bald guy before."
worldwide.
The metropolitan
Prestige.
Walworth area.
Prestige.
Worldwide.
Worldwide.
Wide. Oh.
Oh, here we could just worldwide.
All right, let's get back to the apocalypse. talk here. We
Jeepers
are way.
creepers.
We are.
This is
I'm
going to be
sorry,
every
everyone.
Halloween episode we do, though.
It is. There's too much spookies to talk about. Like Midsummer, I finally got
Oh,
Tyler to watch
man.
it.
What a
We're gonna have to
great
spend a whole episode
show.
reviewing that movie.
Yes.
All right. So anyway, it's I like to picture it like Zombieland. That's really what I was thinking about that movie today when I was thinking about scary movies, and that's kind of what brought me here. I'd like to know your approach. Are you fleeing the scene? Or are you gonna stay and try and fight them off and hunker down in your home? What's the approach?
I'm gonna say from seeing my fair share of zombie movies that I'm fleeing the scene. Nobody ever wins when they stay to fight. They always lose. So I'm getting in my truck and I'm running over as many zombies as I can on the way out of town.
You're not likely going to make it very far because surely the old Fords can break down.
I'm going to come over to your house and get in your truck and run over as many zombies
Hang
as I
on.
get out of town.
We don't just let any willy-nilly drive that sucker.
When the zombie apocalypse comes, I'm taking your truck. And
Katie
you're
told
not
me
fighting
she's going to drive it to work this winter when it's snowy because her car's so bad. And
Nice.
I'm kind of in a pickle.
Have you had her pass the test yet?
No, I haven't. I'm really torn because, it's like my love, but also my love, and I don't want either of them to be damaged in a crash.
But especially both of them. In
Yeah,
one car.
both? Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Then what else is there?
Yikes.
Pete's sake.
We're
Anyway,
sidetracked again.
Yep.
Coming
Zombies.
back.
All right,
Bringing
so-
it back.
Reel her in.
I'm running. Tyler, what are you
You'd
doing?
run. It depends where I'm at. I think at the time, if I'm around here, I probably feel less likely to leave. Like I feel around
would
here,
agree.
there's not as many people to turn into zombies, and there's a lot of. I'm guessing. There's a lot of people around here who would also stay and fight and have the ammunition to do so.
Seems that way.
So,
I might change my answer if I'm with a group of people.
and that was the other
versus
thing
alone.
was, because in college we had like if this
You had
happens
a zombie
it's a zombie
apocalypse?
team. No, like this is our group
Certified and
here,
trained?
Like, we had a no, but it's if this happens, like this is our plan. Like it was kind of as a joke because we were big Walking Dead fans, and now it kind of seems like maybe we
Could
should have kept
happen
up.
any
So
day.
we had if this is where we got to meet. If we're not here by this time, you're off the team. You're out of sorry. So it depends. Like if I'm just by myself, I'm looking for a group or someone. Like I don't want to do it alone because I don't think that's feasible.
You never win.
So you always, I think, look for a group or a couple people at least to make some decisions with. But I think around here, I'd feel pretty safe hanging out, and there's just not a lot of people around, I guess. Plus, and I guess I don't really know a whole lot about the zombie, body, but I've got to feel like winters, when it's so cold, since they, I think, don't
just
have bodies.
cracking
Yeah,
lose
it
an
probably
arm.
gets a little creaky.
So you want to stay up here, like maybe you go, travel around, and then when it gets cold, you go farther north because there's less movement. You get some time to make a new plan, all that
I
stuff.
love the strategy.
But yeah, I think I'm, short, easy answer. I'm probably staying around here.
With your college zombie team.
Well, no, we're all spread out now. I'd have
You'd reunite.
to figure out,
It's like putting that light in the sky and
Yes.
reuniting the college zombie team.
flash the old Batman symbol.
Mm-hmm. When I was in college, there was humans versus zombies on campus.
Yes, that also was part of our talk.
Pretty cool. So everyone would run around with different color headbands on and Nerf guns, and then you had to shoot the zombies or become a zombie.
Yep.
This just happened like in the mall and in the commons, and it was kind of a neat deal. I never participated because I wasn't that much fun.
Oh,
But
you missed out.
You wish you would have.
It was so much fun.
I don't know. Probably. I could see you being one of those guys.
Oh, we did that. I think we used socks though.
Oh,
We didn't use Nerf guns because you could hide them.
sure.
But like academic buildings were off limits. That was a free zone. Any dorm was you could attack in a dorm. You could attack in. Oh man, there were a couple of random buildings that were like academic buildings, but you could still do or anywhere on campus. But the minute it was off campus, they were in a free zone. But it was a lot of fun. I think we did it like 4 or 5 times. And you didn't have to live on. The other cool thing was you didn't have to like live on campus to do it. It was open to any. Like we had non-students
Like
who would
old
just
people?
walk campus
It's
to
like
play.
a 64-year-old man just
There
shows up,
There were some professors that played.
face paint and his bandana,
It was fun.
ready to whoop some ass.
No one ever brought like a real gun. Like it wasn't a real thing, but
Whoa.
we did have a. Well, I only
would
say that
hope not.
because we had a campus shut down twice actually because of a gun on campus.
Yeah, nuts.
One of them was dumb. One of them was legit. But
We had a
Never at the same
guy
time.
barricade himself in a hotel room on campus once, and then he threw a TV and a microwave out the window.
Was he a zombie?
He might have been, actually.
Sounds like it.
That happened twice in the same hotel. Anyway, zombies and stuff.
Yeah.
I think I tend to agree with Tyler here. At least in this area, you feel like you stand at least a fighting chance. And my other thought is, like, if you're going to run, where are you going to? Because they're likely everywhere, and what makes them any less of a problem somewhere else where I'm less familiar than they are here when I am familiar with my surroundings and, you know, that's tricky. But if you're at home, it could be potentially tougher when you're like, oh, look it's my neighbor or my grandma. And then you're like, damn it. And then you have to hit her with a
kill him.
Finish
the
it.
toilet lid.
Yep.
Toilet lid. That's
Wow.
your go-to weapon.
You throw that on your back.
You're not on my zombie team.
Haven't you seen Zombieland?
Yes.
With the original double tap. God, that would hurt.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably my approach, is to stick around and fight it out. That said, Katie, I think it's important that I become more heavily armed before this happens.
I agree with you.
Correct.
They agree, so.
Yep.
All right.
I'll bring mine. Everything I have will hold up right here.
Yep.
No one's getting in.
This is going to be great. This can be our little fortress. We'll have to probably do some reinforcing.
We can still podcast.
We can podcast, get the people their, the news.
I have to
Yeah.
bring my family because I got to keep them safe. So I
They'll
hope
probably-
that's all right.
They'll
Makes
probably
sense.
kick me out. You're like, fine.
Of your
we'll
own
go-
house?
We'll go to Colin's house, but he's leaving. Okay.
Or I have a hot tub at my
I was
house.
just saying, maybe we might have to move to the hot tub.
Yeah.
Do you think that zombies
Fence it in.
like hot tubs, or
No. They fall apart in them.
do you have proof for that?
Yeah.
Seems like a. You're gonna need a lot of chemicals if we try that, though. So
Yeah,
let's just make sure they don't get in there.
that could be messy. If they did fall apart, it would mess up the pH, and then it'd
That's
be a whole
true.
thing.
That's just a
You
nightmare.
gotta empty it out and refill it.
While a zombie apocalypse is going on, I'm
Yeah,
worried
it's
about
just-
draining my hot tub. Just too much to handle.
It could freeze. Is there anything that you want to do before your brain gets sucked through a straw? When you can go to Disney World and just walk in and do whatever, or you can.
Oh, so this is like during the apocalypse. What would
Yeah,
would you do
yeah,
before
yeah.
you die?
So, assuming that you don't stick around and you make a break for it, where are you headed? What do you want to do?
That's a tough one. I've been to Disneyland, so
Yeah, it's kind of whatever.
yeah.
That,
Stumped us.
Nice.
yeah, because like anything, like I don't think I'd go to Disneyland because there's gonna be so many zombies there.
Yep.
I think I would probably go more of like the national park land. Get out
Yeah.
in nature.
I was just thinking that I would go out in a tree and hunt.
Tree stand.
I think I'd just go in a tree.
You know, hunt deer or zombies, whichever walks
to
up
say.
first.
What if it moves?
If it's moving, it's dead.
At that
Brown,
point,
it's down.
I was gonna say that rule still applies
That's
because
isn't that a bathroom saying?
If it's brown, it's down. No, that was when they were like,
that's
"Oh,
when
you
they're-
want to kill a
Oh,
buck?
that's if
Here."
it's yellow, let it mellow.
Everyone
My
in your
bad.
party's got 3 tags. If it's moving, it's down.
Oh, you want to kill
Brown
a
is down.
buck? Here, kill 6 does first. Yeah, that was the thing. I think that would be my move because there would be,
Yeah.
wide open spaces. You could see them coming.
Yep.
There would be less around, less densely populated, and those are the places that I want to see before I die or get my brain sucked through a straw.
Yeah, that all makes sense to me.
Really
it
checks
does.
out. And did I tell you guys about the Zone of Death in Yellowstone?
No.
Oh man, remind me after the show. I'll tell you. I don't want to tell it on here in case somebody takes me to the Zone of Death in Yellowstone.
Okay.
It's rad though. Well, it's not rad. It's kind of freaky, but it's rad. So, did you answer where you want to go?
I honestly,
I stumped you, but now I
Yeah.
want you back in. Jake's gonna climb a tree, maybe in his yard, maybe somewhere else.
No, out in the woods somewhere, like in Montana.
he's gonna climb the tree
Yeah,
right up front.
Just a little tree.
What are you
outside
doing up
us.
there?
Waiting for the zombie
Can't,
apocalypse.
can't get me up here. You guys can't climb.
He can reach his leg. It's hanging down off a branch.
No, I'm going up 30 feet. Ain't no hanging down.
I don't even know, honestly.
Talladega.
I was thinking maybe to go to like Lambeau Field or Miller Park.
Hollywood
like-
sign.
Just hang out somewhere that I would never in.
It's actually American Family Insurance Stadium
Sorry,
Field
American-
ballpark.
Yeah.
Also,
Whatever.
Lambeau Field kind of makes me want to get my brain sucked out, so that does.
Well, so you could come with me and just
Yeah.
die right there on the 50-yard line. But
Yeah.
somewhere that I like, I don't think ever in my life I'm gonna walk on Lambeau Field.
I walked.
They give
near
tours.
at one time.
You
I
can
know.
pay to walk
I
out there.
understand that, but
Did it for free with my
for
man
free, not having
Your man
just do whatever I
Chad.
want.
Chad. Yeah, Chad Rail.
Oh yeah, back in the old
For
foot,
Fibula?
the Bigfoot days.
Fubula.
That was when they fined me because I didn't come to practice and still qualified. Practice?
We talking about practice?
Well, I think that's what I'm doing.
That would be
Because
cool.
I would also probably like I'd walk out and be like, all right, I'm in at the 50-yard line of Lambeau Field, and I'd go up top, kind of like you guys up in a tree. I'd see everything. Plus, Green Bay is not as heavily populated as all the other NFL cities.
But more heavily populated than Walworth.
Oh,
And Montana, where I'm going to be sitting
I
in my
love
tree.
Montana
Right.
so much. I've never been there, but
well, you got to
man,
get
I
there
love it.
first. My trip is much shorter.
That's why I bolted right away. You guys stayed around to fight, and I just got in my truck and left town.
Yeah,
I'm in
but
Montana before you
might
guys are
have-
done fighting.
You might have prematurely left, like it was one person.
Yeah, okay.
That's fine.
Come on.
Then I
Like,
can sit in
they
my
got
tree
it.
and hunt.
They got of some underground lab in Chicago, and you're just bolting.
Then I just go on a hunting trip out west, bro.
You're
Piece of cake.
in that scenario. Are you by yourself, or did you take your family with you?
Well, I take them with me, and my
So
son
they're-
would hunt with me, and let the girls just kind of hike in nature.
Nature.
I think that's a good save.
Almost had him.
It's just quick on my feet.
But I guess a good follow-up to that was my last question, that being, you can team up with one person to fight him back. Who's your pick?
Is this a real person?
I was just gonna
or a
ask.
fictional person.
Any. Because, I'm frankly not that worried about zombies being a real issue in my life at this point either.
That's true.
That's tough.
I'm going to, in this scenario, Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, I think that's a
But
good
he
choice.
has, he's playing his character
Yeah.
from the Zombieland
What
movies.
if he was just playing the bowler from Kingpin?
I'd be okay with that too.
What if he was playing the basketball player from White Man Can't Jump?
Probably not him. No, probably not him. Woody. So okay, Tallahassee.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's who I'm
As
taking.
long as you clarify it.
Yeah, thank you for clearing that up.
Yep.
I don't know. I think I'm going to go with the Terminator.
I thought that was my first.
'Cause
the
he's
first thing that
just-
popped into my head.
Pretty much unstoppable.
That's true.
And he is a badass. Keeps coming back. I'll be back. You win.
Get to the chopper. Oh, that's a different one.
If you're allowed the Terminator, does that mean I can select Optimus Prime?
Oh.
He probably.
Well, the Terminator was like legitimately
Yeah.
played by a person.
What?
Optimus Prime was CGI.
Yeah,
What?
You lose.
This is nonsense.
Someone else.
Megan Fox. No.
She did more in that movie than anybody else.
She did.
She
That's
drove reverse
Yeah.
with a. Come on.
Pretty talented.
Yeah.
She really a lot of talent.
Yes.
Oh man,
You
Is
need
that your
to stop
final
thinking
answer?
about Megan Fox.
Yeah, now you're stuck on Megan Fox.
my brain. Isn't she dating Machine Gun Kelly?
Yep.
Yes.
Why?
Even though I'm pretty sure she's still technically married.
No, they're oh, you're right. I think they're separated. I don't know
I
if
think-
they've gone
yeah.
through the legal divorce. Brian Austin Green.
He sounds like a dangus. My next option would be Batman.
Oh.
Christian Bale Batman.
Like
Come
as
on.
Batman or as just.
He's
Bruce
not the
Wayne?
best.
That's Batman.
What?
He's
Yes,
got-
he is.
What are you
No, he's
talking
not.
about?
Don't say you like Ben Affleck.
No, Michael Keaton.
Shut up.
Dude, he was the best Batman.
He also had nipples on his suit.
He did.
He's easily number
Superman has nipples in his.
Well, that's
Superman's
why- I
just
didn't-
wearing tights
I
because
didn't
he's an
pick him
actual
either.
superhero. Batman's just a real man.
He's just a rich
has
guy
zero
with cool ass
superheroes.
gadgets. I think that cool ass gadgets would do the trick against zombies. is
Actually,
all.
that's pretty legit.
He's got like
Think
this,
of all the stuff that you could get from Lucius Fox.
and like
Yeah.
the weapons and the vehicles.
The
and
vehicles are untouchable.
Oh
You
man,
can't get a
You got
zombie
all-
in them.
You got all the Batmobiles that he's got.
Yeah.
You're gonna just
like the real
run
old
those things
one where
down.
they were just kind of dorky looking.
Nah, the newer ones where it turns into like a tank
Yeah.
and then goes underwater and
And it
comes out like
explodes
a
into a
helicopter.
motorcycle
Yeah.
with wheels wider than this table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone.
I think
That's-
that might have won.
That's pretty solid.
Yes. And Megan Fox too.
Well, yeah, I think she's given with Batman.
They're probably together.
Probs.
Man, that's good.
That's pretty solid. That's a
Going-
solid finish.
I hadn't even considered until this moment Batman in this.
How cool is
zombie-
Batman?
in the zombie apocalypse? but-
Batman is the best.
And if the outcome of Batman versus Superman didn't happen, probably would have gone with Superman over Batman.
What was the outcome? You can spoil it. I'm never gonna watch it.
Spoilers ahead.
Yeah, turn it off if you want to watch
Superman dies. Batman kills him.
That's because Batman's a badass.
I love Batman.
He
He's so
regrets
great.
it right away
Doesn't matter. That's because he's human.
Yeah.
because he was.
Are we human or are we dancer?
He's human.
Oh, I just like the
Hope-
killers is all.
And hope.
I got soul, but I'm not a soldier. Anyway, man,
Ugh,
Batman's cool. Superman sucks.
I'm changing my answer and I'm stealing Batman. As well.
Your answer was probably the weakest of the three.
Well, I was kind of going funny, but also like in that, like
He
you
was-
said, it was in the Zombieland type of.
Yeah, no, and he was a badass in there. I like the
And
scene.
he lived for 2 movies.
I
Yeah, I
like when he's
suppose.
in the Twinkie thing and he
Right.
like lines up all the magazines.
Plus, he has one of the saddest storylines in any movie ever.
he does.
Like the first time you see it, you're like, what? Like this is supposed to be a comedy.
yeah,
They went real dark. Plus, he loves Bill Murray.
that scene.
So I feel
sealed
like
it. You sealed it right
I
there.
feel like we
Sealed
we
the deal.
would stay. I wouldn't shoot Bill Murray
Yes, you
because
would.
he wasn't acting like any of the other zombies in that movie.
No, it was bad.
He's
acting.
walking like Frankenstein. Come on. So he would have been alive. We'd have been chilling with Bill Murray.
That'd be cool.
He also
Till he sucks your brain out.
didn't he? Did he see Eddie Van Halen in that movie?
He did. he did.
See, it all comes full circle.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's fall outside. It's pretty warm during the day, and then the sun goes down. There's a little crisp little bite to the air. It's fall. My favorite of all. I just made a rhyme. It won't be the last time. Anyway,
Okay, moving on.
we got so we got a bracket of my favorite fall things, backed by science. That is my favorite. Sorry, I got distracted by Jake showing me the Super Bowl rematch. Backed by the science of what I like the best.
But not Better Homes and Gardens.
No,
No, not this time.
not this time. This was
Not
just,
reliable.
Yeah, that was nonsense. Science comes from my heart. Isn't that how science works?
Yeah, pretty
If
much.
it comes from your heart, it's good.
Yep.
All right, 1 through 16. Just the best fall thing is what we're looking for.
Alrighty.
Number 1, hunting. Yeah, pretty good fall thing.
Enough said.
Number
Hunting moves on.
Number 16, fall clothes.
Oh, that's a tough one. How does
Oh man.
I would put that higher?
What? You like fall clothes better than hunting?
No, I'm saying I would put it higher than 16.
Oh.
I haven't heard the other 14, but I would. That's a tough draw for fall clothes because fall clothes, like, sometimes it's nice to put on a pair of jeans and a flannel, right? Like just
No, I never wear a flannel. Yoga pants are nice though.
and your Uggs.
Yeah, you should see me rocking yogas and Uggs, man.
Anybody
Some of people are gonna see it trick or treating.
anybody
true.
watch The Ranch?
I'm going to-
Because
Yeah, yeah.
That is. Oh man.
Bo Bennett and his Uggs. He wants to be buried with his gun and his Uggs.
I dig it.
Hunting.
I'm also gonna go hunting
Me too. It is nice to finally be able to wear a sweatshirt for once,
and not be sweating like crazy.
but not that nice.
yeah.
Number 8, Thanksgiving food. Number
It's
9,
only 8.
going to the orchard.
Thanksgiving food.
Yes,
I'm also going Thanksgiving.
I do like.
I
the
like going to
orchard,
the orchard.
like once for an hour
Yeah, it's not something I do over and over again. If we could have Thanksgiving like
at the
all
orchard.
of
Once a
October
week.
and all of November, like every weekend, I'm in.
There's not rules about not eating turkey. Like you can do it whenever you want.
But the whole array of foods,
Yes,
like
I'm not telling you can't.
I know, but I'm saying, well, then we should do it.
Fine.
Done.
This year,
I like it more than the orchard.
we'll see you guys at Thanksgiving every week of November.
We're gonna start the first annual 8 weekends of Thanksgiving.
I'll write a song with my guitar.
It starts with spooky season.
Spooky season, and it goes into Santa season.
Yep. So, get ready.
Oh, we ready. Number 4, apple cider. Hot or cold, your choice, but hot's better. Number 13, haunted houses.
Ooh.
Apple cider.
It's apple cider for me as well. Tyler's a big haunted house guy.
Yeah.
He wants to go to McCamey Manor, the one where
No,
they bury
I
you in the
will
ground and break your
never-
fingers and stuff.
If I won $1 million at Monopoly, I would spend 0 pennies going to that place.
Well, they don't charge you.
It's free,
I
so
would
you don't have
spend
to
all
spend it.
$1 million.
Actually, I
making
think
sure
they
I
do
never
charge
had
you,
to
but
go
they
there,
give you your money back if you make it through, which no one has
which
ever.
never happens because they die.
They don't
Not
die,
literally,
they just
but they
break,
might as well.
shave your head and beat
I'm
you
still
up and
picking
bury
haunted
you.
houses, but I do love me some apple cider.
I love apple cider.
I don't like it hot. I like it cold.
Oh my god.
I'm a lukewarm kind of guy.
Yeah, maybe Luke. I could handle lukewarm.
Please leave Luke out of this.
He doesn't listen. It's fine.
Clinton Luke does.
Luke Bryan.
Luke Reese does not.
I've never met that guy. I don't know who he is. He might not even exist.
He does. I can vouch for him.
I've met him.
Hard
There
to
you
say.
go.
He's a pretty cool dude.
Hard to say. Tyler gets to do all this cool shit that I don't get to, like
Be more committed to wrestling, and you can
Like,
meet everybody.
receive the approval of your wife.
Be more
go to
committed to
Carter's-
wrestling.
Go to Carter's birthday party.
Be committed to wrestling.
I've done literally nothing
This is
except for
nonsense.
show up.
I'm so mad.
Well, when I get an invite, I'll just forward it to you.
Yes, please do.
You've been invited.
To Carter's birthday party with the
Hat tub.
drive-by fire
Nope.
trucks. Nope.
I
To
didn't
rec-
invite Tyler to that.
to
That was a whole surprise.
That's true.
To receive the approval
I only
of your
called the
wife.
police department and the fire department.
You shouldn't call the police for just willy-nilly.
You have been invited to the inaugural hot tub party.
Yes.
I'm
The
coming.
inaugural bonfire hot tub party.
Yeah, but you
I'm-
said BYOT, and I don't do that. I usually borrow.
Well, I don't think your trunks and my trunks are going to be the same trunks.
I was going to borrow Carter's.
2 pair, 1 on each leg.
I hope everyone's okay with my birthday suit.
Okay.
That's
I'll
on the
stay
way
by
I
the
had
fire.
Number 5.
Sweet.
Leaf color changes.
Oh man, those are good.
Number 12. Scary movies.
Oh my gosh. How is everything? I'm going scary movies.
Leaf color changes.
Oh, damn it.
You're the
Yeah.
decider.
I love nature, but I also love spooky season. Oh, I got to go with leaves.
Oh my god, I quit.
That a boy.
You can watch spooky season shit all
Yes,
the time.
leaves are when they turn, they are just golden beautiful,
Or red.
or red, or sometimes purple.
I'm not saying it's bad. I do enjoy watching them change, but
Number 2. Football.
Football,
Number
sorry.
15. Fall TV premieres.
football.
Hey, This Is Us is coming back.
I do love This Is Us, but
Oh,
football.
man, my heart.
gosh,
Damn.
nah, I can't go against football.
Yeah, it's football.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm sick of losing, so I'm just gonna pick with you guys. My 2 favorite things are out, so
Number 7. Apple pie. Love it.
Yeah.
My mom makes a nice caramel one. Yeah.
My wife makes an apple crumble that's to die for.
She'd probably throw it at my face.
we just ate and I'm hungry.
Number 10. Halloween candy.
Ooh, that's a tough one. Apple pie.
Oh wait, hold on. Like all Halloween candy?
Yeah, just the idea of
All right,
Halloween
then I'm
candy.
going apple pie. If there was a specific Halloween candy,
Warm apple pie with some whipped cream
Yeah,
on
I'm
it.
going, and ice cream.
Cool Whip.
Cool Whip.
oh, I put ice cream.
Cool Whip.
I
I do
put-
both. Cool
I'll
Whip
put
on it and ice cream alongside it.
No, I put ice cream on it on top.
Yeah, that's,
There's room for both. dude.
Yeah.
Stack it up.
I've never done whipped cream. I have to try it.
give it a whirl.
Number 3. This one I'm real serious about. The smell of burning leaves. Your neighbor puts up a little leaf pile, lights that sucker up. I'm like, oh, it's fall. Number 14. Dressing up for Halloween.
Leaves. Hands down.
I'm going leaves as
Yeah,
well.
I've been known to open my windows in my
Same.
apartment
Yeah.
when I smell it.
Yep.
I don't care how cold it is. I'll throw a sweatshirt on, maybe throw a blanket on to stay warm, as long as I can smell it.
I sat at a
That's
stop
awesome.
sign for an inappropriate amount of time today, smelling leaves. I was like, oh.
Especially, it's the first one of the season.
Yeah. Number 6, a personal favorite one, especially near and dear to my heart. No more sweating. Well, still some sweating, but just less.
Not as much.
Number 11, carving pumpkins.
I don't remember the last time I carved pumpkins. Has to be a couple years.
Me
yeah,
too.
but did I
But-
present to you my birthday idea?
I don't think so.
If the party had to be relocated, I think it would be a BYOP party, and we have a giant jack-o'-lantern festival.
That'd be pretty.
That
cool.
would be cool.
I
think I'm going with pumpkins because I don't, like I said, I haven't carved them in a few years, but when the kids were little and we carved them, it was just a blast. And actually, my son was like, Dad, I want to carve a pumpkin this year. I'm like, all
think
right.
I'm gonna do that too. I think I'm pumpkins.
I would agree. I think pumpkins,
For the upset.
because I still am a little sweaty. Okay. In the second round, we've got hunting versus Thanksgiving food.
That's a really tough one.
That's a doozy.
That's
it's
a
hunting
final right in the quarters.
It's hunting for me. Man. My hardest match was in the
I
quarterfinals as well. I
am
got head
also gonna
tossed.
go hunting because it was Thanksgiving food, not just Thanksgiving in general.
What do you like about Thanksgiving that would, besides the food, that would push it over the edge?
It just being with the family, like
This
having
is the guy. Do
having
you
the
remember when we
food-
did that episode about quarantine? He's like, I can't wait to see my grandparents.
Yep.
No, but that's part of like for me the food.
I quit. Throw it away.
Stop. The food is awesome, but it's even better when you're at a huge table with a bunch of people having fun.
There's never enough elbow room.
Well, hell no, there's not.
It doesn't
Especially-
matter what I say anymore, but I was going to say Thanksgiving food.
Yep, I already stole. See, I didn't actually mean what I said. I was just stealing it from him.
Ooh, nice.
Yep.
No, I'm just kidding. That's 100%.
Now I know what Tyler felt for the whole first round.
See? I'm not voting on any. Actually, I'll vote on. Oh, fuck. The other one I want to vote on is the other two. I'm out. I'm done.
Apple cider and color changing leaves.
Scary movies.
You know, I'm going leaves
That was a well assembled.
because I was
I'm really
trying to think. I like
I'm in a-
cider. However,
All the colors. He's just.
yeah,
he's,
they were overwhelming my brain. You know, I like to get in the car and go. Like Kim and I will go for a drive. Just drive, hour, 2 hours. Just look at colors. And I know that sounds really old, and you guys go ahead and make fun of me if
Oh
you
no,
want.
I dig it.
But
I was just gonna say it's a waste of gas.
I'm going leaves.
Yeah, you know you're killing the environment, and then there won't be leaves to look at.
I'll plant a new tree.
Oh, all right.
I think I'm gonna go.
It's hard, right? Fall's great. Everything's great.
Yeah, because I want to pick the two losers.
I
It's like Duke
noticed-
and North Carolina lost in the first round, and I have no idea who's.
I
gonna
noticed there
win.
was
Now you're
no
picking Florida Gulf Coast.
there was no pumpkin spice lattes on your list.
That's because I don't. That's not my favorite thing. I don't
That
like
Wow.
would've
pumpkin.
been
That would have been the one
better
seed.
than these two choices.
The one
Just
seed.
kidding. I'm gonna go cider.
Man,
See, I got to vote first. That way my vote doesn't decide it, or I look like an idiot.
I also
either way.
might have picked cider because I want to see what Colin actually picks.
I love apple cider, but you can get it year round. Whereas fall, or with the leaves, it's not even like, oh, I get a couple of months. It's like you've got like 2 weeks while it's real prime time colors. So I think for scarcity alone, I have to go colorful leaves.
Yes.
Because it's just so particular. Like, you can get better cider in the fall, but you can get cider all the time. I don't know. Football and apple pie. God, if that doesn't scream America.
We had hunting and Thanksgiving food.
That also screams America.
A very good final matchup. Football and American Pie. Another good
Not
final
American
matchup.
pie, you perv.
I said football and pie.
Yeah, you said football and American Pie.
That's
Well,
tough
because we're
because
talking
both
about-
are American. Like
One time at band camp,
when you think
Football.
of America, you think of football and you think of apple pie.
I saw a bald eagle eating a raccoon roadkill the other day. Almost hit him.
Should have thrown a football out the window near him and an apple pie, and that would have been America.
I was coming over a hill, and I was like, oh, damn, bald eagle.
God, that's tough.
It's football for me.
I think it's football for me, too.
Yep.
By just a hair.
If there's hair in my apple pie, I'm not eating it.
Still will.
I'll pick it out and move on.
Ain't no thing.
Well, there won't be hair in your apple pie because you don't have any hair.
Oh,
gonna go
zing.
into it.
That's
I have
you have
hair
to-
on my chin
we're
that'll
a-
fall out easier
We're
than
a
what's on
beard
my head.
net. All right. Burning leaves, carving pumpkins.
Leaves.
Leaves.
Yeah.
Hunting and the color of leaves.
Hunting.
Hunting.
Yeah, hunting.
Football and burning leaves.
Football.
Football.
Football. But damn it, I love burning leaves. I don't even have trees really that are going to drop a lot of leaves, so I may have to borrow some quacks and then I can have a little fire.
Just a lot of people put them out over by me on the road. You can
Yeah,
just come pick them
come
up.
pick them up.
That'd be good. Do you think they make a candle that's the smell of burning leaves?
If they don't, you should.
Let's get on that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trademark
I
it.
seriously would buy it.
I feel like a lot of people.
I
would
think
buy
a
that.
lot of people would buy it, too.
And then in the springtime, I'll sell one that's like fresh cut grass.
I think they make those.
Oh.
I thought I've seen that
I'll
one
just
before,
shut
but
up
maybe
then.
not.
I'll just take my stupid
Hey,
ideas
one out
and
of
shove
two.
it.
No, we'll make them both.
1 out of 2 ain't bad.
Here's the number 1 and the number 2 seeds. Two of my favorite things in the entire universe.
Football.
Hunting and football.
Hunting.
Football.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Pressure's on, big dog. Pressure's on.
You want to talk about something else while you think?
Just think how sad you were when there was no sports ball during quarantine and how sad you'd be if there was no football on TV right now.
But also how sad I would be if they were like, all right, no more hunting. It's finally hunting season. And I'm such a infant, such a newborn in the hunting world.
So you, I don't want to talk you into anything.
I have
This
so
has
much
to be
left
your
to
decision.
explore. No, can you please each explain your sides?
You want me to start?
Yep, go ahead.
You know what my answer is going to be.
Family. I get to be with all my
I
family.
get to spend time with the cousins and my grandpa.
That gets me though, because I'm a big sucker for traditions and
That's football. Tradition is sitting around watching football on Sundays with my parents or with my great uncle or my grandpa, playing fantasy football with my brothers and my bros and my college roommates, betting on games when we were in college. Like that's football. Is like,
Sounds illegal.
how the hell did you have money to gamble in college?
well,
I
we
was just
usually
trying to buy
we either
food.
lost our beer money or won our
Well,
beer money. That was it.
Back then, it only cost like 15 cents to go to
Back in my
college.
day.
We bet a wooden nickel on if the Packers would cover or not.
If I had to pick right now between one or the other, and the one I didn't pick disappeared forever, I'd pick hunting. I could deal with no football. It would suck,
If I
but
could,
I could deal with.
if
no
I could
football.
hunt more.
I would be able to hunt more with no football.
Well, I mean, if it wasn't just a couple months in the fall time.
You can hunt in the spring.
Yeah, I guess a little bit.
You can travel the world and hunt whenever you want. Just costs a lot of money. I'll say I'm not going to be mad either way you go.
I'm not.
I'm
either.
going hunting.
It was a tough decision as well.
I'm going hunting. Colin, up until 2 years ago, would have taken football every second of his day. I'm a new man.
See, the only misleading thing about this fall bracket is what Tyler just said. Hunting
can hunt
is
whenever.
not just in the fall.
Yeah, but it mostly is.
I don't
For
know
what we hunt,
if you.
it's really just in the fall.
There's some good stuff to hunt outside of fall.
Like what?
Turkey hunting, goose hunting. This can be done outside of fall, and they're fun.
Goose? Not really outside of fall, can it?
Yeah, you go in the springtime. You can go springtime or fall time.
And turkey.
Turkey,
yeah,
you can be spring or fall.
you can get spring black bears out west, but not here. I don't know. Hunting to me still just.
And
is
do
a
you
fall
count
thing.
November when gun season opens up as fall?
I still count November as fall.
That's
Yeah,
right
'cause
on the borderline of
Even
winter.
if there's even if there's snow, I still feel like it's just an early snowfall.
Right.
It still feels
When I'm
like
thinking
fall
winter,
to
I'm
me.
thinking like December to February kind of deal.
See, when I think hunting in the fall, I just think bow hunting. Because gun hunting to me gets to be a wintertime thing, and
yeah, but
bow
I
hunting
get to
is
be
a
a
fall.
bow hunter now, kind of. In a cross kind of
Well,
way.
I'm a modified bow hunter.
That's
a
gonna be
cheating
so
bow hunter.
dope. I don't even care.
No, it's everyone can do it, so it's just bow hunting.
That's true. Then it's not cheating.
You're cheating yourself out of the true experience of pulling a compound bow and shooting it and killing a deer.
Nobody ever taught me that, so I'm just learning.
Teach yourself.
Can't. Anyway, hunting's the greatest thing about fall time. That was hard. There's a lot of stuff on there.
There
I
was some
really
good
love.
stuff.
I will not get over that neither scary movies or haunted houses made it.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah,
This win has an asterisk on it.
I don't think it does. I think it's-
Hunting still would have won for
Yeah,
me had
see, so
either
then
of
it
them
doesn't have
passed.
an asterisk.
But hunting should not ever have gone up against The Color of Leaves.
That would be a good movie title.
Never.
The Color of Leaves.
It probably already is one, and it's a chick flick for the two of you.
Wow. Somebody's salty.
I'm gonna
Whoa.
go home and watch a scary movie tonight.
And I'm going to get off this and go watch football immediately.
Nope, not even gonna watch football. They're already down 24-0.
I don't want to talk
Shut it.
about
They
it.
aren't.
I'm just kidding.
Probably are.
10-0.
Soon.
Folks, this has been a pleasure, and it made me feel like we're getting a little bit more into fall. You know, we've kind of touched on it a few times now, but it seems that we're really making our way downtown, walking fast, and the place is packed, and I'm homebound.
Oh, Vanessa.
Man, song lyrics. I'll see you guys on the singing bee. But until then, for Jake Reese and Tyler Hack, I'm Colin Frederick. Let's get the heck out of here.